Welcome back to another video, you lovely souls. I got 6 simple, clear signs for you that someone is using you. You making sacrifices and they taking from you excessively. I want to say this, you guys. It doesn't matter what you see on the outside of people. People can dress up, put makeup on, put designer clothing on, put the fanciest clothes on, whatever they want to do. They can make their appearance look good on the outside, but that does not mean that people are okay in the inside. I want to talk about something today. I want to tell you a bit about my story because I ain't got no shame in my game, because everything that I have experienced, I have learned from, and I'm leading with action with the things I've learned from in my life. So I was one of those people back in my day, like I felt like ain't nobody gonna ever be able to take advantage of me. It's easy outside looking in to see people. You see it every day. You can see it every day that people are being used. People are being taken advantage of. But the moment you look at these people and see that, if you go tell them, hey, you know, such and such is taking advantage of you, they usually don't see it the way you do. And they usually stick with that person over you. They don't take, I told you the truth hurts. They don't take that truth. Instead, they continuously, basically, what's the word? Actually, the more you try to help people, the more you try to change people, the more they resist. So they just start resisting, or they might not even mess with you no more. They might cut you off, be distant towards you. It might feel funny around them or awkward whenever you are around them because of you just telling them the truth of something that you saw. What I've noticed, it's so easy to be outside looking in and see things that others may not see in their own lives, right? But what happens when it happens to us? What happens when we be the ones that's in the shoes as those other people, right? When I used to be judging people, thinking that was normal back in the day, I would judge these people. Like, I don't know how they let somebody use them. How don't they see that this person has used them? It's so simple and clear. Yes, things are simple and clear, but it's not that easy when things inside of you ain't feeling right. So whenever the tables turned, and I was the one who ended up in the shoes of being used, after saying that it would never be me, then I totally could understand what those people may have felt. Of course, our circumstances and situations may be quite different. And of course, we may be quite different on how we respond to things in our lives. But one thing I can say is this: when we are not okay in our inner world, we have no idea what we may do. And whenever I used to feel not enough, when I felt not worthy, and when I felt that love wasn't available to me, when I felt like nothing was available to me, when I felt that I was different, that I didn't get what other people got, when I used to feel that I didn't love myself and I would go outside of me to look for it, this is when this happened to me. So inside of me, I didn't feel good. I didn't feel enough. I didn't even feel worthy. So when I got in the shoes of being used, I didn't even know how to back away. The more that person used me, the more I pulled closer to them because of how I felt inside of me. And this can destroy you, really mess you up. But again, that everything that we experience in our life, the key to it all is to see the reason why we experienced that, to see the lesson in it so that we can learn that lesson and take action on it in our lives. This is how many of you lovely souls who watch my videos this is why you're valuable, because you've been through a lot of things in your life to help people. There's no better help in the world than someone who's been in your shoes, who've been where you are, who felt the pain that you felt in their own way. That's somebody who totally understands. That's somebody who totally gets it. And many of you who watch my channel, a lot of what you experience is like not to put you in harmful situations, but for you to see the lesson in those things and learn that lesson and lead with action. At the end of the day, that's what we all came here to do. So it's not easy just to walk away whenever things are going on inside of you. And a lot of times we feel it and we know it. And you know what it did for me is that I kept feeling horrible. I felt very horrible, very low. I feel like at one of my lowest moments in my entire life. So we can never say Why does somebody do this, or why do people do that? That's why it's important for all of us not to judge. None of us came here to judge, but many of us done it in our life because, of course, it seemed normal back then. You feel me? And people still do it today, but I've learned my lessons about judging, and I'm not here to judge. When I judge, you see, I judge people who were being used, and I end up in those shoes. Oh man, I tell you, the universe been having me rhyme lately, okay? I judged people who was being used, and I ended up in their shoes. That's real talk, okay? So it's easier said than done, especially when there's things that are going on inside of you that you may not understand or have no awareness of, because a lot of the times we were never taught how important our well-being is, how we are the ones who's supposed to be taking care of ourselves spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally. So I had to, open up and just actually tell you guys I've been there. So if this is you and you are there, you are much more than what you feel right now. You are significant, and you matter, and you are enough, and you are worthy. And everything that you are experiencing, just see the lesson in it. And if you've been in these relationships, look back into the past to see the lesson, to make sure that you've learned it so you can leave with action, my friends. You are a valuable person. When someone is like using you, they're basically manipulating you or taking advantage of you for their own benefit. It's not for you, it's for them, and you probably already gotten this feeling, as I've mentioned, that they trying to get what they want from you, but you probably know that's all that's it. They you feel like, how can I say that? You feel like, man, they trying to get something that they want from me. Whatever it is that they want, take how it resonates in your life. Whatever it is that they want from you, they trying to get it. And that's it. That's all they want. And I want to say this because it's coming through, doesn't matter who it is. This could be in a relationship, like a romantic relationship. This could be a mother, a father, a grandmother, a sister, a brother. This could be anyone. So take the labels off. This could be your boss. This could be your teacher. This could be anybody, my friends. So take the labels off and take how this message is resonating to you in your life. Okay? Oh, excuse me. So they just want something from you, okay? And that's it. Or you probably notice that they care more about what you can offer them, what you can do for them, than they actually care about you. You probably feel like your rights have been violated. You may feel you have been taken advantage of in some way. You feel it. Your feelings are the most realest things that you have. And you can feel this. Again, sometimes it just takes understanding to even be able to walk away. Because, as I mentioned, a lot of this is coming from the work that's needed from within. And sometimes we may not even recognize this pattern. We may not recognize this pattern until long after the behavior first starts. Once the behavior starts, then we might start to look at the pattern that this person has been having all this time. And sometimes it's easy to spot these signs, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's not, because we sometimes blame ourselves, or we're hard on ourselves for putting ourselves in this situation instead of seeing the reason for why we're here, so that we can actually learn from it, so that we can help other people. Because as you see in the world, this is big. This is big, with people being used every single day. You see it. Okay. And like I said, it's easy sometimes to spot, and sometimes it's just not that easy to spot at all. Everyone's circumstances are quite different. One of the signs that you may notice, the obvious sign, right, that you may notice, that they may ask you for money or favors or other items of yours. They might ask you, hey, can you lend me some cash? Or can you pay my bills for me? And first time you might do it, but you might notice this a pattern. As I'm saying, like I say, sometimes you don't notice the patterns until after the behavior first starts. So there's the pattern right there. It'll keep, every time you look around, they're looking for something from you, something to borrow from you, something that, like, can you pay my bills? Or can you give me some cash? Or can I borrow that? Or can I do that type stuff? It just keeps happening. It doesn't happen just once. It keeps happening. It'll keep happening if we let it. You feel me? And another one is like They may forcefully like attach themselves to you, emotionally attach themselves to you. Like, I don't even gonna say emotionally because it feels like they don't even care. It's like they just like kind of push themselves on you type stuff. Like, and really quick. And one of the ones that I've noticed that they'll try to do, I see this with a lot of people too, as well, as they'll try to like move in with you. They don't even ask. They just move in, little by little, they stuff is there. Next thing you know, they living with you out the blue, and they never even asked. You never even really wanted this, but you may just let it happen. They just unexpectedly just move in with you. Or they might borrow your car in a short notice, as if like you might have something to do. You might have to be somewhere, but they may, can I borrow your car, not caring about your needs or where you have to be. Oh, I'll drop you off. I got you. I'll drop you off type stuff. They expect you to take care of their needs. So if you like go out to eat or something with them, they don't even offer to pay the tab. They just like expect you to do it. And on the flip side of this, you might meet those kind who really live in their ego big time, to where like they might be big bank Hank, yeah. They might got paper type stuff, and they may buy you material stuff all the time, but you can actually feel that they don't even care about you. They might try to buy you these material things. They might buy your dinner and do things for you just to see what they can get you to do for them when they want it. And you'll notice like they don't care about you at all. You don't feel anything from them. But they love to buy you these nice things. And that you'll notice it never makes you happy, because what you really want is that attention from them, that connection from them that they do not give you. So sometimes you meet the big bank Hanks who have the paper, and that's the way they operate. So, and that doesn't feel good. And like I say, it's not always easy to walk away, especially, when it's family and friends and stuff like that. And also when things are going on inside of us. Remember, our emotions are energy and motion. They are messengers trying to tell us something. They be trying to tell us how we feeling and why. And normally it'll identify the situation that you are in your life and help you understand it. But we have to know how to become in tune with those emotions and understand them. Remember, your feelings are not a crutch. It's a superpower. We just have to learn how to use them. So you got those types, that don't even pay the tab. They just expect you to do it. You might even been out with a friend and saw this before with her man type stuff. Another one is like, after their needs are met, it seems like, and it feels like they aren't even interested in you no more. After they got what they wanted from you, it feels like they don't even care, or they don't bother with you. They're not interested in you anymore, and you can feel that. They may use you to meet their needs, whatever their needs were in that time and moment, but don't want to spend no time with you. This is a big one that I see all the time. And I've experienced in my entire life, that I've experienced in my own life as well. It's like they got what they need, and now it's like you don't even exist to them. They don't even want to spend time with you, but they only gonna come back when they want something else from you. They don't ever want to spend time to have you. You can see this in the world where people are supposedly in relationships and married, but their significant other never wants to spend time with them. And same with family. Family might want you when they need you to be there. They might want you to be there like when they want you to be there, when it's convenient for them. But whenever you need somebody, ain't nobody there for you. That's what it be like. And that's why a lot of us have hurt a lot and felt a lot of pain. But at the end of the day, it's all working for us. So don't be hard on yourself. Don't down yourself. Just learn from the mistake so you don't do it twice. Because what happens when we do something, we don't learn from the mistake, we start to live our past as our present. Another one is that they may be affectionate or intimate towards you until they get what they want. That's another one, and that's basically right there in a relationship, like maybe in a romantic type relationship. Another one I think is like, the person makes no effort to be there for you when you need them the most, as I just actually mentioned. When you need them the most, they're not there. That shit hurts, especially when you've been doing for them and you've been there for them and you've been standing by them only when they need it. But when you like, okay, they might have not been affectionate, intimate until they wanted this, that, and the other. But when it come down to, I really needed you and you not there, but that stuff ain't cool right there. That don't feel good. See, that right there is like one of them boom, them dingers that hit you like, hold up, wait a minute. And it hurts because you've been there for them a lot. And you've made sacrifices and they've been taken from you excessively. And when you need them the most, they ain't there. And I say that, yeah, that hurts, but that goes the biggest sign for us all that this person does not care about you. This person is taking advantage of you. This person is using you. You feel me? That's one of our biggest hitters right there. And you know, when it comes like, I want to say this with family, I noticed this one right here, Biggie, Big, was like I say, when you needed them, they not there, right? So maybe once before you had a car, they used to use it. But whenever your car broke, or maybe you didn't have a car, didn't lose your car, nobody wanted to give you a ride. Everybody that you gave a ride to, everyone you looked out to, and especially your family that you might have been there and looked out for, they ain't there for you. They can't give you a ride, not even to the counter store, bruh. They make all type of excuses, start complaining, start feeling some type of, man, they won't even let you borrow their car as many times you let them borrow yours. That's real talk. And like I say, it hurts, but these are signs for us to learn. So we can learn from our mistakes. Not going to say learn from our mistakes, but learn lessons, and we can lead with it, because as I say and keep mentioning, many people are experiencing this right here, right now, today. And many of us have been here. And it doesn't feel good. You know, I just feel like I remember that moment like yesterday, you know, when my car broke. I couldn't even get a ride. No, it got so bad, I didn't even ask. I just started walking. I'd rather walk than because I already know what you might say, because that's how you move. You feel me? You just not there for me type stuff. And it's not cool. But these are some signs that they're simple, clear signs that we can easily not see in our lives. Easily. And they only want to do something with you when it's convenient for them. It's never when it's convenient for you. And when it comes to like friends, that's what I'm meaning. You might have friends that only want to do things with you when it's convenient for them. But vice versa is not popping. You know what I'm saying? And they may even expect you to be there and listen to them. And you might do that. But when it's time for them to listen to you, they ain't willing to do that. And a lot of times we still keep these people around in our lives. And we're in a season and a time in life when it's time to start to move on and let go. Understand that relationships are all assignments. There's a lesson in everything, and everybody. People teaches us lessons. Toxic relationships, draining relationships, all these things teach us lessons that we can actually learn and move with action within our lives. That's what it's really about, because you're a valuable person. And this never feels good to be feeling like you've been taken advantage of. It doesn't feel good, and it's not good for your mental health. It can make you feel poorly about yourself. I felt so low, and I'm grateful for it, because that's the only time I let that go down. That one time. That's all it took for me. That's all it took, and I'm grateful for it. But you will feel poorly about yourself. You will feel very low about yourself, and this could take a negative toll on your mental health. And this leads to mental health issues that, not a doctor, disclaimer, but it will lead to mental health problems that manifest as like anxiety and depression and trauma and difficulty trusting others, and even difficulties forming new relationships. And if you're someone who wants these things, just go within and do the work and allow yourself to heal, learn the lesson, and leave with action, my friends, because everything is happening for a reason, but we got to find the reason why it's happening inside of our lives, so that we can then lead with action with it. And that's what life is all about. At the end of the day, it's a beautiful thing, but it don't feel good all the time. But what I realize about our feelings, they're the most realest things that we have. And I realize once we clean a lot of our temple, our house up in the inside, get it all organized and neat and clean, stuff like we do our physical house, things start to become more powerful within us. And you'll see how powerful, how much of a superpower your feelings really are. And it's so, like, your body will always remember any trauma that you experienced in your life. So example, after you moved on, you learned from this type of person who used you. Say you meet another person a month after this, and your body starts alarming. You might get some signal in your body, whatever that signal may feel like to you. It's your body telling you this person is just like the other person that used you or abused you or hurt you, whatever it is that you experience. Your body be sending you signals. That's why it's so important to really learn to master our emotions and clean our house up within us. Y'all already know what time it is. I hope this video was very helpful to each and every one of you. If you like this video and you found messages here, hit that like button, baby, so we can get this video out to more lovely souls like yourself. They be trying to hide stuff, though, on the cool, real talk. So you catch the videos as they drop. Share this video with anyone you want to share this video with. And if you find messages here on my channel, consider joining the Pure Clarity Mindset family. Because on this channel, we getting our mind right. I'm here spreading awareness, love, and light. I have a beautiful, awesome community of lovely souls. And I'm grateful for each and every one of you who are here with me. And thank you for sharing your valuable time here with me. These are the signs that someone is using you and trying to take advantage of you. And it's not always easy to spot. But remember, your feelings are the most realest things. Come back to see me, though. I love each and every one of you. You are worthy. You matter. And you are significant. You are enough. Peace, love, and light.